Hello student, coming back to chapter number 2, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plant. In this video class, we will discuss about double fertilization. Okay. So coming to plant, we know that in plants after pollination, the pollen grain will produce pollen tube, and this pollen tube will carry the two male gametes, and this pollen tube will enter into the ovule in the micropyle region where synergid is present. And we also know that synergid possesses filiform apparatus which can guide the pollen tube so that the pollen tube can enter into the embryo sac. Okay. So when this pollen tube enter the embryo sac, definitely one of the synergy will be destroyed, and thus the two male gamete will be released into the embryo sac. So this is how the two male gametes are released into the embryo sac. Okay, now come to our main point. After this, one of the male gamete will fuse with egg, and this is the first fertilization. Okay, and this first fertilization is known as syngamy or true fertilization, and this will result in the formation of a diploid cell known as zygote. Okay, I will repeat. First of all, one of the male gamete will fuse with the egg. Okay, this is first fertilization. We call it what? Syngamy, and it will result in the formation of a diploid cell known as zygote. This is the first case. Now come to second point. The other male gamete, that is the second male gamete, it will move upward and it will fuse with the two polar nuclei, two haploid polar nuclei. Okay, and these two polar nuclei can also fuse together before fertilization. Okay, to form a what? Diploid secondary nucleus. So you can say like this: the second male gamete will fuse with two haploid polar nuclei or a diploid secondary nucleus to form what? Primary endosperm nucleus, which have diploid number of chromosome. Okay, and as three nuclei are involved in this fertilization, the second fertilization is known as triple fusion. And after triple fusion, a nutritive tissue is also formed. Okay, because of that, this triple fusion is also known as vegetative fertilization. Again, the second male gamete, okay, it will fuse with what? The two haploid polar nuclei, or you can call it what? If they are fused together, you can call it what? Secondary diploid secondary nucleus. Okay, to form what? Primary endosperm nucleus, which have diploid number of chromosome. And this second fertilization is known as triple fusion. Why? Because in this fusion, three nuclei are involved. Not only that, triple fusion is also known as what? Vegetative fertilization, because after triple fusion, a nutritive tissue is formed. Okay, like this, inside this embryo sac, what happened? Two types of fusion takes place. One is syngamy and one is what? Triple fusion. Okay, and such type of fertilization is called double fertilization. So in flowering plant, two egg of fertilization occur in the same embryo sac. One is syngamy and other is triple fusion. Okay, and such phenomenon is known as double fertilization. And you can define this double fertilization in another way also, like it is a process of fusion of one male gamete with the egg and other male gamete with the polar nuclei or secondary nucleus. So this is the definition of double fertilization. And this double fertilization was first discovered by S.G. Navasin in 1898, and this double fertilization is found only in flowering plant, that is angiosperm. Other plant lack this process. Okay, and in plants after double fertilization, the central cell will become what? Primary endosperm cell, and it develops into endosperm, and the zygote will develops into embryo. Okay, and how endosperm and embryo are formed, we will discuss in another class. Now coming to our last topic, that is significance of double fertilization. The significance of double fertilization is that the second fertilization product, that is diploid primary endosperm nucleus, okay, it will develop into what? A nutritive tissue known as endosperm, and this endosperm will provide nourishment to the developing embryo. Okay, I will repeat this point again. The product of second fertilization, there is what? Primary endosperm nucleus. It will develop into what? A nutritive tissue known as endosperm, and this endosperm will provide nourishment to the developing embryo. Okay, so this is the significance of double fertilization. Like this, we have come to the end of this class, and hope you can understand everything about double fertilization. Okay, and thank you very much for your attention.